What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Oil Slick Cars. And today is a special one, because on this episode we have two very special Hot Wheels, both to me and to the Hot Wheel collectors or the Hot Wheel community. These two are very vintage, hard to collect, and expensive. So if you want to get your hands on them, they're hard. Anyway, so without further ado, let's introduce what we have. This video has been long requested by multiple people, so I am definitely getting into it. First up, well, not first up. Here we have the Hot Wheels Custom Mustang and Custom Camaro from the Hot Wheels Redline set, which is an absolutely super cool set. And sorry, struggling with the camera with this one. A super cool set back when Hot Wheels were still really young. Just some super cool cars, serious collector set, and my little brother, which has let me graciously borrow these, actually has the full set of these two cars. So the story behind these is my grandpa, he collected them all up, and then when he passed, they got passed down to my little brother, and they've been in a case in his room, so it's time for them to finally see some light. I don't think I'm going to be racing these two just because they're so special, or any others from the set, because they are very special and rare and special to me. So anyway, I want to just kind of preserve them. But before we get into this episode, well, we're already into it. Before we get deeply into this episode, if you guys want to see more of these cars, we can switch gears and just not do a race and check out a bunch of these. And we can go through the whole set maybe if you want. Do a cooler baller, Sunday where we go through the whole set and we pick out a few honorable mentions. But these two are my favorite. Now, I've already mentioned this in the past with some episodes with the Camaro. I am a Mustang guy. I love Ford. Not all Fords, but I like Ford. And the Mustang's biggest competitor is the Camaro. So I figured these two would make a perfect first two to get out of the set. Now these cars are also special because this is back when Hot Wheel would do, almost every car had an openable hood with a detailed engine inside, which is pretty much unheard of in Hot Wheel unless you're a few premium line stuff. Not a lot honestly have this feature anymore. And they also have working suspension. These ones are a little, beat up. They're not quite perfect, there's some damage on the wheel, but they're definitely still cool. It's working suspension. These things are just sick. Not to mention the color. I love blue, especially dark blue, so it's amazing. And up here we have the Camaro, which had a nice, I want to say it's a vinyl top. Don't quote me. But this car also has the working suspension. This one's in better condition. You can kind of see if you look under there. You can see the metal wires acting as springs under there. Also with the opening hood. Nice carbureted engine. Comparing the two. They are different, which is even better. A lot of detail went back into these cars. Not that, I don't like Hot Wheel and I don't like the detail, but, say we're gonna pick... Here, we'll get a modern Camaro out just to look at real fast. So, I have moved all the cars off my desk, finally, and put them into a box. So, let me pull out two Camaros from the box. Actually, we'll pull out all three that we've opened so far. I need to open some Mustangs, I am just now realizing. So these are the three Camaros that we have opened so far. This one, it has some, good detail, the exhaust sticking out. Heavily modded. But, no suspension. These things are plastic in the bottom. Not a lot of engine detail. Same with this one. Nice racing net. But, plastic, no suspension. This one is probably the least detailed of all. The weirdly big wheels, But if you compare them to one of this era, just suspension, metal bottoms, they're heavy. It's specific detailed engines. They're just killer. And these things are just super cool. So that'll be today's episode of Oil Slick Cars. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, like I said, we do have the full set, so if you guys really want me to, I can deep dive into the full set on Sunday or something. But yeah, just let me know what you're feeling. I hope you enjoyed this special episode of Oil Slick Cars. And I gotta return these to my little brother. So thank you for letting him borrow, and I'll see him on. Thank you for letting. Can I talk, y'all? Thank him for letting me borrow these, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Gee whiz.